Perfect. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Andrea Topper. I am the Training and Outreach Conservation Specialist with DATCP, and a lot of my time is focused on nutrient management in SNAP+. But another hat that I wear is the NMFE Grant Program Manager. So if you ever have any questions regarding the Nutrient Management Farmer Education Grant, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And again, thank you for joining us.
Good morning. I'm Cody Calkins. I'm the conservation specialist here at DATCP that handles parts of the nutrient management program, particularly the policy side of things and standards. So I'll be here monitoring the chat. And if you guys have any questions related to the policy aspect of this program.
Next, right? I'm presenting first this morning. My name is Broeske. I'm with the Nutrient and Pest Management Program. And we were, and always have been, the people who put together the educational portion of the Nutrient Management Education Program, also known as the NMFE. Nutrient Management Farmer Education, that has been used by all the, hopefully all the people who are tuned in today. I'm so happy to be presenting to you and to share this product, which was built to help you guys deliver the educational portion of nutrient management. So I am excited to get started. So Andrea, if you think it's time, I can start. Or if we want to keep going with any other introductions. Okay. Well, like I said, welcome to everybody. This product is hopefully to make your world easier in delivering the nutrient management education out in the counties, out in the state, in a self-paced online form. And right now it is deliverable as a website. With the web address was shared in our, I think Scott Sturgill had shared it in a couple different ways. One is the, what's the name of it? The Wisconsin Crop Manager, and the notes he puts out every month. I can't remember the name of it offhand. So the website, you go to it. When it opens, this is the screen that you'll see. We also made this with the intent that if you have somebody in your area who doesn't have the ability to get on the web and do this, one of the main reasons we developed it the way we did is so that it will be available as an offline product as well. Preloaded onto a computer. Anybody can watch the whole thing doing that as well. We're working on that this year. We're also going to be working on making this, right now it's on the desktop, but we're also going to make it into a mobile product. So it will be available on a tablet or a phone as well. Right now, this doesn't load onto a phone or a tablet very well because it was laid out for a desktop. So I just want to let you guys all know that. So when you first go to it, you open it up, you'll see this screen. You'll see some quick tabs at the top, which is, if you need some help understanding how to just navigate, you view the tutorial. If you want to keep track of your progress, and this is something that we wanted to do so that it's a self-certifying program. So basically they can download a checklist, and then as they go through the modules, the user can keep track and basically check that they've watched the content, and then they sign off on it, and then we'll pass the checklist on to the person who will be certifying that person's participation. The other thing over here is this whole program has each module has its own quick summary. This basically has all the quick summaries as one big PDF. It's 61 pages, I think, altogether. But if someone just wants to download that and have that, some people want to know what they're getting into. It's downloadable. You can print it. And that way you can get all of it at once. So that kind of gives you the overview. I'm going to go ahead and click on the view the tutorial screen because that'll get us started looking at how the pages are laid out. So basically, when you look at a page, you're going to see a list of videos. There'll be a text box that introduces the module. There'll be a Snap Plus connection, allowing you to see how this particular topic relates to Snap Plus. And then there's going to be optional topics that when the user clicks, they can read something. They're usually short and very concise. Up here, you can click on the quick summary to view that. And then over here, you can go back to the main list. Buttons are on the left and right to go through to the next module. If you don't want to go through the modules sequentially, you can go back to the main list. Also going to show you something down below. There's a little toggle here that also will toggle on all the pages in case you want to scroll through them that way. So that just gives you an idea of the navigation. So we're going to go back to the main list, and I'm just going to open up the first module, which is the introduction. You'll see that basically a quick and dirty kind of statement about what the intent of the module is, appears up top. This tells you what to do. Basically what we're saying is watch the videos. So when you click on this, a video will pop up. There's, Jamie and Dan talking about what a nutrient management plan is. You click on it, it'll load.
Hello, my name is Dan Marzu. I'm the North Central Region Nutrient and Pest Management Outreach Specialist.
And there's cows in the background.
I'm Jamie Patton, Northeast Region Outreach Specialist.
I'm going to pause it now. This is so just to show you that the videos usually don't exceed 3 to 4 minutes. That was kind of the goal, is to make them short and sweet. You just close the X, takes you back to the main screen. You can watch the rest of the videos. Like I said, we basically are saying that the videos are the content that is required to be watched. And like I said, if you go here, I'm going to open up the quick summary just so you can see what this does. It'll open up in a new window. You can download or print it. It basically has a summary of each video's content, the main learning objectives. It has the Snap Plus Connect written out. It also has additional resources that are linked so that additional publications put out by the NPM program or websites that people found relevant. Here's the one leading to a DNR CAFO form. All these things are included in the quick summary so that nobody has to write anything down. No one has to take notes unless they want to. It tries to make it as easy on the user as possible. So now I'm going to go back to the main list and just show you what the checklist looks like so you can see that the checklist is very similar. It just says, welcome to the program. Basically you can download this. You can keep track of it by checking it on your computer. You save it there, or you can print it out and check it. And then all it has down here is a self-certification of a signature and a date. That's how we decided would be the best way to keep track of it, as opposed to making this into LMS, which is a learning management system, because a lot of our reluctant farmers don't want to have to sign up for something. They don't want to be tracked in that way. So it was trying to make it kind of similar to how the CEUs work, with just a self-certification. And so that's basically the framework. I can, show you like that each module is similar. They range in number of videos from 1 to 5, sometimes 6, but most of them are 1 to 5 videos. They all follow a similar format. You watch the video, close it, watch the next video. I'll just show you what some of these additional topics might look like what's a micronutrient, how do I test for deficiencies? I mean, these were all just things that we thought were interesting, but didn't want to distract the learner to have to learn too much, or if a topic didn't relate to them, that they didn't have to sit through it. This is basically the framework. Now, we plan on the coming year to really listen to your feedback, understand what you are looking for in helping, your clients learn this stuff. The additional topics can all be expanded. We have a list of modules that people are interested in. Soil health is a big one. So we have, the idea is that this is going to grow and adapt and be the product that really helps you deliver nutrient management education out in the counties. I'm going to show you the SNAP Plus module just because it's set up a little differently. And as everybody knows, SNAP Plus is always going to be evolving, and we know that there's going to be a new version out. So basically what we did was we took the framework of videos we had that walk people through the whole program, you know, from the very basic, what is SNAP Plus, to the getting started in SNAP Maps. And this was kind of the, like, I would call, and Andrea can confirm this, this is the skeletal version of what you need to know. And I think if people walk through this before they come to a class, they're going to be in much better shape to work with the county or the LCD on working on their plan. We also included the farm inventory worksheet, which opens up, this is in a box file right now. And it's a PDF as well that allows people to get all their information, written out before they come to class. So that's another thing. Is there any way we can help keep people getting prepared, so when they do come do the training, or if they do come in person, that their time is very well spent. So basically that's and like I said, SNAP Plus is going to be a version 3. So we will continue to plan on updating the SNAP Plus module to reflect any changes. So that's basically the framework. The only other thing I can say is it is a very big file. The first time you open it, it does take a while to load, but once it's loaded, it's cached on your machine, so it'll reload. So that's one thing, is if someone has a slow connection, you kind of have to be patient, because it does take a while to load, because it's a lot of content, the way it's programmed. And so, like I said, hopefully when we get the mobile one and other things, we'll have some other delivery options as well. So I'm willing to work with anybody who has a client who might have difficulty. It also can be loaded on a thumb drive and sent out. So there's a lot of options. We tried to make it as flexible and robust as possible as a product. So I'm willing to answer any questions if anybody has any.
We don't have any in the chat right now, but
Okay.
feel free to unmute yourself if you do have a question. And if we don't have any, we'll dive into our next topic.
Yep, and I can stop sharing the screen at any time, so just let me know.
Yep, we have a question in the chat about why is it only self-certifying? And so Mimi kind of touched on this a little bit earlier about dealing with already struggling to get people to attend classes or attend an online module. It's in the hopes that it's just one less step that deters farmers or landowners from going online and going through the modules. It's in hopes that, they feel comfortable enough that they're not being tracked or monitored, so that they can come on here at their own time and their own will and work through the modules at their own pace. That is the main intention behind that.
Yeah, I would agree. That's, and like I said, the other thing is that right now, all they have to do is come to the class and attend. So it's basically compulsory attendance. They're not quizzed. They're not asked to do anything at the classes as they are now. So we also didn't want to shift that aspect, because adult learners are very reluctant learners usually, and we didn't want to alienate anybody in that process. And so that was why the self-certifying seemed to be appealing as an option. I mean, like I said, the checklist can also be sent out to people. I mean, like I said, if you want to make sure that they understand what they're getting into, it's kind of up to the relationship that you have when you're doing the course, in person. I wanted to maintain some of that, in the online version as well. That there's a connection to the person who's helping you through this.
And there is another comment that there's an attendance list slash sign-in sheet when attending the classes. And yes, so with that, that's where the downloadable checklist comes in, where they are, filling out that checklist and submitting that into the Land Conservation Department, which maybe Mimi, this would be a good time for you to stop sharing, and then I can dive into my presentation.
Sounds good.
Go a little bit more into detail with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mute then.
All right, Stephanie does have a question, Mimi, about how long do you think it would take for everybody to get through all the video modules?
I would say that, like I said, we on purpose made the videos so they were between 3 and 5 minutes. And so I would say that it's probably, a 3 to 4 hour commitment, depending on how fast your machine is and how fast you watch. I would hope that people take longer so that they mingle more on the page. But we did try to keep it to a reasonable amount of time that people had to listen, just like if you came to a class. Some of the PowerPoints did go long, but there's not much I can do about some presenters. So I'm just saying that's another thing that we want to keep working on, and work with, you as the holders of this course, is that we want to make sure it suits the needs of your clients. So if things are long-winded, if we want to, and this is, in Andrea's court, I mean, right now, those are the complete modules. If we want to say that, you only really need to do soils 1 through, 6 are required, and some modules are considered optional, we can go that way too. That's what I'm saying, is that this is kind of a, I don't want to call it a beta test, but this is a first year. So we're just feeling this out, content wise, form wise, so we can shape it into what we need for the next 5 to 10 years.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So to quickly go through what DATCP is suggesting counties and NMFE grant awardees to do, if they would like to use the virtual curriculum, the farmer needs to go through, obviously, and do the virtual self-paced modules. And then once they have completed the modules, turn in that signed UW-NMFE checklist that Mimi showed us. It's right here on that main screen. Download the checklist. And that needs to be turned into the county LCD for proof of course completion. Or if you are using this through an NMFE grant program, it needs to be turned into the course instructor so that they can provide it to the county land conservation department as proof that, you went through the online course. Mimi showed us earlier what the checklist looks like. Excuse me, guys. Again, you can either print it out and handwrite and sign the form, or it is a fillable form online. So all you have to do is come through here and check these boxes to mark that you have watched the modules, and then sign and date. And I struggled with this because I didn't know if I wanted to make it necessary. And at this point in time, I'm going to state, if necessary, upon completion of the virtual platform, including watching the SNAP Plus 1 module, DATCP is going to recommend that farmers participate in an in-person SNAP Plus training to learn more effectively how to use the program when writing nutrient management plans. So it's not going to be absolutely mandatory that if someone who goes through the online curriculum needs to come in and do an in-person portion, it will be clearly visible in their nutrient management plan that they turn into you guys, whether they participated in the class course or not. And that is that next step of, per state admin code, a course instructor must approve and sign off on the landowner's first annual plan. And so with that, when they turn in their plan, they're going to need, either a county LCD staff member to review that plan with them and, sign off on it, or, another list of approved course instructors can sign off on that checklist. So that, would be a great opportunity if when you're reviewing that plan, you're noticing, some bugs or some issues or something that was blatantly missed. The great opportunity then, to review with them what they need, or suggest that, okay, now we need to make sure that we are going to have you go through that in-person class. As Mimi stated, this is truly our trial beta testing year. We are open to any and all suggestions as you guys are using this curriculum, as things are, coming out about what works and what doesn't work. Please share those things with us. That is how we will be able to improve it and make it more useful for you all. I do want you all to take note that the farmer certification lasts 4 years, and then they're going to need to go through the course again to maintain certification, to continue writing their own plan. And then last but not least, I have prepared a letter of sorts that quote unquote certifies the farmers to when they were certified and how long their certification lasts. Penny will be sending this out to all webinar attendees here after this morning's session. Feel free to use this. This is not a requirement, but it's something that I've heard through the NMFE grant program that is appreciated. The farmers like to have something in their hands that states, yes, I am certified for this amount of time. It helps, county staff keep track of who is certified and their expiration dates. So it's just something that's been asked for that I wrote up. It is completely editable with the dates and the grower names and all the information there. Again, if there's something else versus a letter that you would prefer to see, please just let me know. I'm more than willing to work with you guys on that. But the biggest thing that I want to state is flexibility. We want you guys to use this curriculum how you best see fit. So if that means that you're going to continue doing your in-person classes and then using a video or a module throughout your training where you see fit, that's awesome. That's great. I get tired listening to the same person talk forever and ever. So it's nice to be able to have a video or a soil sampling demonstration. Things that, sometimes are hard to show in a classroom setting can be easier displayed in a video setting. So feel free, to use one, to use multiple, or to use none and continue on how you guys are operating. That is completely fine. Again, this is just another tool in your toolbox. As Mimi also stated, yes, this curriculum does live online, but please reach out to Mimi or myself and we can get you guys the program either preloaded on a laptop in your office, or we can get it preloaded on flash drives. And therefore, if they do not have access to internet, as long as they have a computer, they can plug that flash drive in and go through all the modules as they would online. So the biggest thing I want to say, we're open to any and all feedback. Please be patient with us as we are navigating through this new curriculum. We're very, very excited about it, and we hope that you guys are as well and are able to use it and see the benefits in using it. So as you do start your next round of training seasons, please shoot me an email whenever you think of something, or if something is blatantly not working. We have talked about doing a workbook of sorts that could, run alongside the virtual curriculum. Maybe that is something that needs to be turned in at the end of attending the virtual curriculum. We just don't know yet. And so we're leaving it completely open to see where we need to take it. But it looks like we have about 5 minutes left for questions or anything that you guys need clarified. Feel free to unmute or put your questions or comments in the chat. I'm seeing Fred's comment about it's my opinion that the first timer should attend an in-person class. Yep, that's definitely an option if you'd like to continue that route, most definitely.
Another thing that I just want to pop in with is that, we also do the Snap Plus binder, and in the coming year, we really want to take you know, the NMFE and the Snap Plus binder and the idea of maybe a workbook or something, and, you know, really integrate these products. So if anybody has ideas about, you know, gosh, I wish we had this, you know, please contact us. We're really trying to make it so that we have a comprehensive set of tools that are helpful for everybody. And like I said, so right now they seem kind of all separate, but my goal is to get them all integrated with each other so they work as a group and individually based on what you want to do with the, you know, oh, I see Landon has a comment. Let's see.
So yeah, he's
Oh, you
just
can't,
asking-
okay, Landon, you can't move it from the web. Offline, something I have to send you. The web page is the web page. I'm just saying is that's so that, you know, anybody can use it from any web, but to get it offline, we'd have to do that on our end.
So just reach
So
out.
that's not a step that you could do. Yeah.
Yep. So in order to get flash drives or in order to get it preloaded on a computer, please reach out to Mimi or myself, and I can get you guys into contact with Mimi, and we can get you some flash drives in your hands or get it preloaded on a computer for you. Great question, Landon. Yes, and Penny just put Mimi's email in the chat. That's perfect. Any other questions out there today, guys? Otherwise, we don't want to keep you guys. But again, I cannot state it enough. Any questions, any suggestions, please, Mimi and I are here as resources to answer those, to take feedback. Mimi has done a wonderful job. There's a lot of time spent put into this module. And the NPM team, I cannot forget them as well. They're movie stars now. In all of the video clips, they have done such a great job of demonstrating nutrient management education. And so I just want to say thank you very much to them as well.
Anybody wants to participate in the content, making video, or they, you know, have a suggestion, you know, come on in. Everybody's welcome. I think it makes it even better when there's more people presenting, and it makes it great for the audience. So thanks for coming, everybody. We do appreciate it.
Yes, thanks everyone, and look for an email to be coming out sometime, hopefully today or tomorrow. So have a great day. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.